This is Leo from Bit to Market, and welcome back to another market breakdown. So, I only do videos when I think they are really interesting. Okay, so I think where we are right now is something interesting. Nothing changed from the other time. Uh, I don't know. The last video I did, I made the argument this leg there can be back to the trader range. So I thought this is a trader range from here to here. So that was my range. However, since we closed it below there, but then we reversed it. I tried to short here, I cut it quick. But then once we took this as I said, once we took this high, the argument then changes for a bull market for another leg higher. Okay, and I kept trying to buy for day trading. Right now, I'm just trading the buys, but I think we are approaching like some kind of a swing trade very soon. It's a kind of I don't like counter trading, counter trends trades, but however, sometimes you have to take them. Okay, you just that's it. You trade where the price is. Okay, two things I trade. Okay, if you look at any chart. So this is the SPY or the MNA or whatever you call it. Let me delete this. Okay, if you check any chart, there's two lines there. There is the column that there is the prices and there is time. Okay. So in time, I do something I learned from really really great traders. One of them is not he actually created them, but he also passed the message. I think you know Larry Williams. He speaks in his book how I made 1 million trade in commodities in 1 year. That's when he make the record in the championship, Robin Championship, and that was an insane record. Okay, that's like the best record ever I've ever seen in 1 year. He took 1K to 1 million. Okay, that's something great. I never seen that. Okay, and one of the things he teaches is cycles. Okay, so I think we're coming to a cycle high very soon based on the cycle analysis. So I don't do the typical cycles as other traders do, like maybe 20 weeks, 30 weeks. I think that's not really, really, really the great way to do it. I have my approach, okay, because of my background. My background is based on time series analysis, and this is time series, okay? There is a, a time, and there is something is changing. So this is a time series for me. And based on the monthly data I use it. So I studied the seasonality. I cannot share it on a screen. I'm sorry because Trading View just allows me to record the screen. Uh, I do some kind of coding because that's my background since my PhD was about time series analysis. So I try to forecast. That's why I got into trading. So it's not really a heartbreaker. Okay. Okay. Let's speak about time. So the time, here's what I think. I think there will be a pullback very soon, but I think the first pullback is gonna be minor, and then maybe a double top or something, and then a major pullback. So I don't know if it's gonna be something like this, but I think we need to have some mean revision. I don't know where is the top is gonna be, but at least I think we need to pull back maybe 50% or something. And if the high is that, so I don't think that's yet. I need to see the price duration there, but that's the ultimate target for me now. Buying, I buy other indices. Okay, I use the SPY as confluences with other indices like the Nasdaq and the Dow because I trade correlations as well. But the main thing I do is the SPY because it's the largest index out there. So from here to here, there is the standard deviation. That's a breakout, and it's gonna end somewhere here. Okay, there is this. So that's speaking about the price. And also there was another breakout. If you see here, so we broke from July high, and it was the law was printed in October. Surprisingly enough, this law was also in October. Okay, and I'm so sad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to make the video very shortly, but I tried to buy the spy hair. There was like some wedge pattern on the 4 hour. I thought there would be here like a filled breakout. A filled breakout is when the price tries to break below a low, like this, and it comes back. So I call that a deviation, okay? Which is basically a filled breakout. Call it whatever you want, okay? So the price came back. I thought if we came and we break this low here, I really thought we're gonna come at least check these lows and we might come all the way down here. But it, the price didn't. Okay, so the trend is still on because this is the high, lower high, another leg higher. So this is the low, the true low. It didn't take it. However, if some other charts like delay charts, this is the CME charts, which I like to do my analysis on. The price actually took that low. Okay, that's a cause of concern for me. Anyways, we're around like a big round number, so we can say this is break and retest from the range. So that was the range: high, break, retest, and going higher. And you can say probably this is the where the bears tried to sell once, two, three, but then it broke and then came back. Those bears got out here, so that's another argument, and the price kick it in higher. Okay, so you can just do the bar because you can do a line chart. Is going to be looking much better. High doesn't look so much. Okay, so that's the high, break, high, came back to that same zone because we don't. I don't use just one line. I use a zone and test it and going higher. Okay, it's still bullish. However, I think we are getting to very as very a pullback coming very soon. So that's my opinion right now. That's why I'm sharing this video. Okay, I think probably the pullback is gonna start in the next month, and I don't know, maybe sideways first, and then came back just a little bit and go a little bit higher, and then print a high and then pull back. Can it be like a measured move? It can happen. A measured move is a harmonic move. It comes like you measure the last pullback, and you can make the argument that we can make the same move and close this gap because this was a breakout. We broke above this high, but we never came back and closed that gap. So there's many of times it leads to a measuring gap. So if you measure that also from here to here, that's your measuring gap. It ends around the 153 level, around that. Okay, so around the same zone. So that's why I have that very highlighted there. Also, if we use price action lines and linear regression, so one of the tools also I learned in my, this is something I learned from Al Brooks. He uses trend lines and stuffs, so you can use this trend line, and before a channel is formed, you can predict where it actually is. So the way you do that, you duplicate this. Okay, the way you do that, you just say press Control and you take it to the last high. Okay, and this was the last high. We're actually around there. Okay, and the problem with that, so linear regressions, you don't know which line is going to use, which high is going to use, because there's this high and there's also this high. So I prefer also to use another line here. Okay, you don't know which one is going to use. But right now, I think a pullback is coming, but also I think it's going to be a minor pullback. It's not going to be a really plunging like a crash. I don't know. It can happen. Shit can happen. But I have forecasted based on the time analysis. just time. Here is my zones. Okay, just read with me, please. Here's what I think. I think we're gonna go later bit just higher. First reversal is gonna be minor. Like, let me show you what I mean. Something like this. So you come lower, and then you come a bit later, bit higher, and then you come with the pullback. So first is a trader range. That's what I think. Okay, some time spending. We're gonna go just sideways, maybe something like this, and then touch maybe there, and then the real pullback is gonna happen. Okay, I think we can come all the way down here. Okay, let me draw something what I think is gonna happen, and let's see if it's gonna actually happen. Since this is a pullback time, it's gonna be lasting. I don't know what the pullback is gonna be because there are two types of pullback. So pullbacks, they consume time. Okay, they consume just time. So for example, this is a high, and this is a low, and this is another high, and this is a low. But this is a range. If you look at this, for example, you find this everywhere as in a market. Ranges, they consume time. They don't consume actually the price. The price, because the price from here to here, it didn't go so far because it was ranging in this around the same zone. But when the price ticks off, it just ticks off from it breaks from the range. So if you think about it, even if you bought this low or below that low, you didn't really make money all the year until the last run that you made your most of the money. Think about it. So the people who bought so around June's low, I don't know what kind of stops they use. The price came back to 13%. Okay, so that's 500 points. But I don't know what kind of stops they use for a swing because if you're an investor, you're not gonna close your trade if it comes here or it comes here. You're an investor. If you're buying this low, you think you're gonna hold for the all times high. Okay, that's the problem, and that's the bad thing with trader ranges. They spend time, they consume just time, but the price doesn't go so far. So look at the dollar, for example. It has been in a very, 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 very bad range for the entire year, 2 years, and people still thinking it's gonna go fly somewhere. I don't fucking know. Okay, just we trade what we comes. Okay, I'm gonna try to draw which is gonna happen, and we will see. Right now, around that channel, maybe we can start the pullback. I don't know, but I'm not gonna try to pick a top, but I will try to get on the pullback. I have a system that helps me to do that. But anyways, okay, here is my assumption. Okay, let me just bring it here. I think so. First, maybe a little bit higher, sideways higher, and then some kind of trader range, and then come and make like a convince traders this is maybe a trend. I don't know how the pullback is gonna be. It's gonna be similar. I don't know how sharp it's gonna be. I don't know. And then consume some time here, like a trader range. And we have this trend line here, so we might just dance on it, and then I think it's gonna leave for another high. Okay, so that looks like a reasonable price move based on this one. But I think we're gonna consume a lot of time very soon. So that's around March, April, May, June, July, around 5 months. And I think the rally is gonna start in October, and the rally is gonna last, I think, until the end of the year, and might take us the second standard deviation target is probably there, and also maybe to this channel. Okay, we'll see. I don't know, but this I don't know what is gonna happen here because I need the year to close to check the daily data and use it for the forecasting. And the way I predict the forecasting markets, I use like models. And I have tried many models. One of them really, really, really tough models I like it is the one that is it's called the best fit. Okay, you just check the best. You check the year how it's traded. So what is January, December, February? So you check the year, December, June, from here until the close. October, November, where is December, January. So this is what I do. So for me, that's a sample of data I use. So I check that data, and I think there's maybe you can find programs who do that. I don't know, but I do that with coding, okay, on Python. So I check this sample data like this, okay, well, basis of the close, of course, and then I look in the past years, where the market has traded in the same around the same way. So the best fit to this year. And then I try to do the average of all of these years, how the market reacted. So the market, I mean, the result that showed me based on the Fitch model is something like this. So you're gonna come like down and you're gonna have like a small pullback and then some kind of a range and then another rally that lasts until the end of the year. So the end of the year is gonna be here. So this rally is not gonna go just that way, okay? It's gonna be maybe like this, okay? Something like that. But the problem with time series analysis, it doesn't give you the amplitude, how large the run is gonna be. It just shows you when we're gonna have the rally, and but we don't know how many points it's gonna be. So I cannot help you with the prices. I use price action standard deviations, normal standard deviations to project where the targets can be. And yeah, another thing, I think something bad is gonna happen in 2026. Yeah. I call this sell everything, and something scary is happening. Is gonna happen. I don't know what it is, but something scary is gonna happen. 2000. Just note that, okay? It's I give it also a name. Sell everything. So every stock you own, every Vanguard, anything. Okay. Now I don't. I'm trying to buy some stocks, but uh, maybe I should wait for the pullback. But I think it's a decent entry for some stocks to buy, like for example China. Uh, I think their stock index is in a discount, so for investors, I think is a good. I don't know. So this is the futures. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like we might have a double bottom here, but I think it's decent entry. But if you are buying a double bottom, you need to be willing to buy much lower. Okay. So example, if I buy here, I will buy again here. So you just connect this. I will buy again here. For sure, I will buy around here. I don't know what is that is gonna be, but because if we had a breakout, I will buy also below here. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find these videos are useful. I will try to keep them coming and not just disappear. Okay, let me bring this. Okay, It looks decent. No.